the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So TCU's offense comes onto the field first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're
turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Plucks it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. It's complete to the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Fox. Fires into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Clemson's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The give on the inside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Back to throw, it's Fox. Unloads it left. Touchdown, TCU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The short hands, it's Hurley. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clemson jumps to the line. Takes the easy completion. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Can't get him to the ground. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
you got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll try the left side. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback may change this route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working the middle, it's complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. After getting absolutely nowhere on 2nd down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Powers forward. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And
Sneaks into the end zone.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef, the goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting a touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Boyd. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his man. It's Hurley. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. Fires to the big fella. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Goodman. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Fox. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Horned Frogs will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15. 1st and 10 from the 14. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's on target and complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Pulls it in. It's DeLuca. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Tigers in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing, got to put some drives together, some possessions, and they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The give to the tailback. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the move, it's Goodman. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Fox. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Back to the ground game on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this.
Touchdown, Tigers! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. He gets a block. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clemson jumps to the line. Wants to throw again. Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Escapes trouble. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Corrals it at the 45. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch.
He's got it, 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Creates a little room. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
They've got to lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Clemson is quick to the line.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. A lot of urgency for this offense.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when...
He lobs one high down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Clemson set up with another first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It is amazing what you can do with your roster if you just refuse to have kickers. It's also amazing how you can wreck a game. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Turning it on! Made a defender miss. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it! Touchdown, Clemson! And the comeback is on. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Now on first down from the 28. The give as they work on that clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to pass, it's Fox. Finds his target down the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Clemson jumps to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's DeLuca. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Leaves it with the running back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. The final grains of sand were about to disappear from the hourglass, and just in the nick of time, they tie it up. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. back to throw, it's Fox. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
So here comes our first play of overtime. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. Rides the back on the option. The give. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They're going to run it. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball 2nd in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run it in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.